Hey everybody, I'm going to be doing the UFC 93 Franklin vs. Henderson predictions. These are going to be taking place on my birthday actually, and that's pretty cool. Starting from the core, bottom to top, we have Alexandre Barros versus Morton the Hitman Kempman. I'm going to be I'm kind of surprised that they're having this, because I heard Kempman was going to cut down to 170, but seems that he's not. Barros looks like a big guy in his picture. I'm thinking wrestler due to the fact that he has a lot of decision victories. I'm picking Kempman because I know about him. Next up we have Antonio Mendez beating the crap out of Eric Schaefer, unless Mendez just gets taken down. But I'm picking Mendez to clock him. Next week we have Rizal Harris submitting Jeremy Horn, who needs to just coach, because either that or he can train Stephanie Meyer in jiu-jitsu so that he can be star in the next Twilight movie. I think that'd be kind of funny and cool. Anyway, so yeah, Rizal Harris first round tap out. Jeremy, please just coach. Next up we have Dennis Seaver versus Nate Moore. Nate Moore has no ground game. 7 of Seaver's wins have been by submission. I am picking Nate Moore to lose this fight, and Dennis Seaver might be going back up in the world, but this is kind of a coin flip, but I'm mainly thinking Seaver just by the submissions and Nate Moore's utter lack of a ground game. Next up we have Tom Egan versus John Hathaway. This is the classic Britain versus Ireland fight. I'm going for the Brit on this one because he's more experienced, and that's about it. And he appears to be more favored in overall. And for some reason, I have him by tap out. Gonna think KO because they don't like each other. I guess again, this is just funny because it's taking place in Ireland, so winner gets Dublin, kind of. Next up we have Chris Lyle versus Marcus the Irish Hand Grenade Davis, although he's probably going to be the Celtic Warrior. So, I am not picking either of them to stop each other, and I doubt it's going to be going to the ground, because Marcus Davis said that going to the ground is for pussies, but maybe he's just trying to hype it up more, and I am picking Davis to win by a judge's decision, because you can't really stop Chris Lytle legitimately, and Davis, he's kind of a finisher, but I think that he's a little bit better than Chris Lytle. But it's going to be an awesome fight because they're both boxers and they like to punch each other, and they're also not stupid on the ground. Next up we have Ivan Cerati versus Thomas Dural. Don't know that much about Dural, except that he got knocked the fuck out by Thiago Silva, and Ivan Cerati, I've heard good things and bad things about him, but I'm picking Ivan to win because he has a funnier name, and and Dural didn't really impress me that much, in all honesty. So I'm just picking Cerati due to the fact that kind of like the exact opposite of the Kempman fight. Dural didn't impress me, while Kempman did impress me. So I'm picking Cerati for second round TKO. Next up we have Dennis the Killer Kang versus Alan the Talent Boucher. If Dennis Kang is in form, Alan is going to be submitted and gonna yell like Sailor Moon in a candy shop. It's gonna be that painful. Well, Dennis Kang is not in form. Boucher is just gonna walk right through him, probably knock him out, because that's what he's like. But I'm pulling for the good thing because it's Dennis and he's finally in the UFC. Go DK! But I think I'm gonna call him Donkey Kong now. Dennis Donkey Kong Kang. Okay, anyway. Next up we have Mauricio Hua versus Mark Coleman. Coleman, kind of a blank slate, supposed to be a good wrestler, but he can't really shoot because he doesn't have the knees for it anymore because he's older than dirt. Shogun, freak accident submission, that's the only reason why Coleman won last time. Can shoot. I'm picking Mark Coleman to get knocked the fuck out by Mauricio. Kind of like Crow Cop against enemies, just gonna go boom, 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 and then go, and then Mark is gonna go no more, please. And I'm picking Rich Ace Franklin over Dan Henderson because it's a 205 fight, and I'm surprised that a lot of people think that Dan Henderson's gonna win. I think that he's overrated at this weight class. Dan Henderson, fine middleweight, but I just don't think he's that good at light heavyweight. I think Rich Franklin might submit him or outpoint him to a decision. I think he's more well-rounded. And Dan Henderson, yes, he has he's good striking, but it's kind of one-dimensional. All he has is chambered punches. But that's not a knock on him. He's done good for himself. But I am picking Ace to win. Second round tap out maybe. Anyway, those are my picks and prediction, and I'm going to wish myself a happy birthday because I think it's awesome that they're doing this for me, even though they're not really doing it for me. Awesome. Thanks, Dana. Bye. Oh, yeah. Peace out, guys. Wish me a happy birthday. Hopefully you don't have to, though.